This here is the case for a $1,400 Chinese-made contrabass trombone. It's in the same key as a B-flat tuba, and I just wanted to give a quick review of it just to demonstrate the sort of quality that you could expect from a Chinese-made instrument. Now let's start with the case. I'll just put the camera down. It's got this fake crocodile skin feel to it. It doesn't actually feel too bad. It's got quite nice latches that feel reasonably solid. It's got two of them. And when we open it up, it's a bit of a thunk, we get presented with this instrument. So this is it here. It's a contrabass trombone, as I said, in the key of B flat with a trigger putting it into F. But oh dear, what we will notice is that it didn't survive the trip very well. DHL, who were responsible for shipping this particular example, didn't give it as much care as they potentially could have, and as a result we've got some rather significant crease marks on the bell there. I've had a quote for about $200 to $500 to fix that. I'm not really going to worry about it myself. I've taken a look at the thickness of the bell material and it's not actually too bad, so I think this might be more of a case of bad handling than it is of bad quality. Take a look at the slide. We've got this clip over here and this clip over here, and they open this cavity which reveals a slide. Now what is special about this slide is that it is a double slide. The tubing goes, the mouthpiece goes there, it goes down around the bottom, up through this tube here and down, around and up again. That's how you get double the length, but the positions have the same difference from this. The distance between the positions are the same as it would be on a tenor or on a bass trombone. The slide itself is actually remarkably good. It's quiet, doesn't make any noise, there's no real friction to talk of, and it's apart from being a lot heavier, it's just as good as any other trombone that I've ever played. One thing to note though is that there is only a water key on the first of the bottom tuning on the bottom wraps of the slide, and that's a problem because an instrument this big, when you start playing it, it gathers a lot of condensation. That condensation can only be released through that one water key, which is an inconvenience. The trigger itself has got some rather ornate carvings on here, which I suspect have probably just been done by a machine as opposed to by hand. Don't know why they've bothered to do that, but it looks quite nice. The trigger action is responsive. There's no hesitancy about it. There's no play in the movement. There's no wiggle room to speak of in here, and it's actually really quite nice. I didn't have to do any adjustments to this when I got it. It pretty much worked straight out of the box. So you may notice I'm procrastinating slightly, and the reason for that is because I can't play this very well. Having played a trumpet for the last few years, I'm not really equipped to play this, either in the lung division or in the chops division. Nevertheless, I'll try and utter a few growly notes and see what happens. So there we go. A very poor, average review, accompanied by the rain that's falling upon my tin roof, of this Chinese-made B-flat F contrabass trombone.